I just broke a 71-hour and 22-minute fast. And trust me when I say this, guys, there was no way that I was about to break this fast wrong. Let's talk about what I ate, why I chose what I ate, and how I felt overall after the fast. Welcome back to Fasting Over 40 with Toya, where we talk about real success, real struggles, and real life after 40. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stick around as we go along together on my weight loss journey. This 71, almost 72-hour fast is not exactly new to me, but after restarting over from the last year, this was a different type of fast for me to be able to get my mental right and just to really get my head back into the game of fasting and getting used to it. The way that I chose to do fasting this time, I felt that it was so much more beneficial to me because the first thing that I really wanted to do was lower my insulin levels. Because once you lower your insulin levels, that's when you're going to see the weight fall off. And because I hadn't been sticking 100% to more than eating OMAD or 1 meal a day, I was eating a lot of extra carbs that weren't needed. This is the reason why I chose to do the 3-day fast. I felt that it was important to make this video because I get questions. How do I break my fast? What's the proper way to break a fast? When should I break my fast? And the answer is, as far as when to break your fast, when you want to break your fast. For me, this time around, it was about 32 minutes short or 38 minutes short of 72 hours, which is 3 days. While I was fasting, you see a lot of TV commercials, and sometimes you just have a craving of what you want to eat. This time around, I chose a burrito bowl. That is the perfect ways to break your fast. The reason why is because I did not make it like a normal burrito bowl like you would go and buy from Chipotle. What I chose to do was use cauliflower rice instead of regular white rice. That in itself does your body so much better than you could ever imagine than eating rice. The bowl consisted of cauliflower rice, which I sauteed in a pan. I put a little bit of seasonings in there. You could put whatever you like in there. I put pepper, salt, a little bit of lime juice, some onion, and cilantro. I sauteed it for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on however you like it. After that, I cooked off the carne asada. I like mine a little bit, I guess you could say medium. After that, I made fresh salsa. And for my salsa, all I used was Roma tomatoes, brown onion, cilantro, jalapeno, and a little bit of garlic powder in it as well, and some lime from an actual lime. On top of the burrito bowl, I used shredded Mexican style cheese, sour cream, and I put it all together. And that is the best way that I could have possibly broke my fast for what it is that I chose to eat. A lot of you might be saying, well, I fasted for 3 days, so why do I have to eat low carb or ketogenic? The simple answer for that is because you just did a lot of work on your body, cleaning your body out, getting the autophagy cells repaired. Therefore, you don't want to come off and just eat whatever. When you eat a bunch of unnecessary carbs that you don't need and you put that sugar in your body, let me tell you, baby, the longer you fasted, you're going to be in a lot of pain. I can guarantee you. And that pain will probably come about 4 o'clock in the morning. So, word of the wise, break your fast correctly. Another way that you can break your fast, depending on how long you fasted, say if you fasted for 4 or 5 days, 7 days, break your fast with something like bone broth. Bone broth is something so very easy that you can make. If you choose not to make it at home, that's great. You can just buy it from the store, okay? Break the fast with some bone broth. Why? Because it's very gentle on your stomach. I cannot reiterate this enough. If you eat something that you know you shouldn't eat, I can guarantee you, you are really going to be in a world of hurt. Trust me, I've done it several times. You've had the bone broth, sit around and wait another 20 or 30 minutes and try a nice garden salad. If you feel that your stomach is not being bothered, then you can try like some eggs, perhaps, or some avocado. It really is whatever it is you want to eat, but you want those foods to be soft and you want them to be whole. That is the name of the game, guys. Soft and whole. You want to keep your system running the right way. Remember, you've not eaten for X amount of time. And the longer you do your fast, the more imperative it is to put the right things into your body. If you do not put the right things in your body, you're also going to have to deal with the fact of you're going to want to get on that scale to see what you did on that fast. And guess what? You ate something that you shouldn't have eaten. I can guarantee you, you're going to retain water. And when you retain water and you step on that scale, that is one of the worst feelings ever because you feel like, dang, why did I do all of this? For what? For what? For what? And I'm still 5 pounds heavier. The good news is you're not 5 pounds heavier, it's water retention. The bad news is you saw that number on the scale and still made you feel some kind of way. So, once again, be easier on yourself and eat something soft, something that's going to be nourishing to your body. Whole, soft, whole foods is the absolute best way for you to break your fast. Let me give you some other examples of how you can break your fast. Say if you wanted like a nice chicken salad, you can have, say, chicken breast, season it any way you'd like, and you have your greens. You get you a little bit of tomatoes, whatever kind you want to use, salad dressing, Caesar. I'm sorry. Yeah, you could do Caesar if you want to. Ranch is good. If you want to be even better and more healthy, you can make your own salad dressing. So you can use like ranch or Italian seasoning salad dressing. Just again, once again, you're keeping it light. You are re entering the eating phase and you want your body to run at its most optimal. Remember, the longer you fasted for, the more you have to be kind to your body, right? There is a thing called refeeding syndrome. And this doesn't necessarily apply to me because I don't fast super, super long. The longest I've ever fasted, as I've said in the previous video, was 3 hours short of 5 days. At the end of that fast, I ate a mix of collard greens, turnips, mustards, and also some ham hock. What I did is I ate a little bit of the ham hock to see how my stomach was going to be since it had been almost 5 days since I eaten. And I waited about 30 to 45 minutes. There was no problem. So then I proceeded to eat. When I went to weigh myself the next day, I had not gained any water retention at all. And that was the perfect way to break my fast at that time. I know my body, so I know that yes, I didn't eat for 5 days, but I did it in the right way because I ate such a small amount to see how my stomach was going to react. Once again, with that meal, I did not eat any sugar or, anything heavy with carbs. The greens has a lot of fiber in it. So that helped. At the end of this fast, this time, the whole 71, 72 hours, I honestly felt pretty good. Now, I mean, once again, I want to say when you fast, it's not always just about losing weight. Sometimes people fast for spiritual purposes. They want to fast for mental clarity. They want to fast just because they want to hear from God, on a certain subject or whatnot. I felt 100% good on the 72-hour fast, and it really just reminded me of the way that I started fasting a lot last year around this time. And that once I kept fasting, it just became easier because it's like you just keep doing it over and over. And even if you mess up, it's not going to be perfect. It's just about being consistent. So my mind was a completely clear this time. So clear, in fact, that I broke it the correct way. I learned my lessons. Guys, trust me, believe me, learn your lessons. Learn it from somebody who's experienced it. Don't eat something you shouldn't eat. I'm telling you, when the worst feeling, it's like when you're a kid and your mom and dad say, don't eat too many cookies. If you eat too much of this or that, you're going to have a stomach ache. I never happened when I was a kid, but it happened by not eating the right thing after a fast. And I'm telling you guys, it is a bad, bad feeling. Why I did it and repeated it so many times, I couldn't tell you. But I learned eat the right way. Plus, I want to see those results. When I step on the scale, I don't want to feel that doom and gloom of, oh, I gained weight. You don't want that. So do the best you can. If you do mess up and you eat something you shouldn't have eaten, try again the next time. Do better. That's all you can do. Nobody's perfect. Continue to do the best that you can. If you do eat the right things after you break that fast, you're going to get into that momentum. You're going to start seeing the weight drop off, and you're going to feel better overall in every single aspect of your life. And hopefully that'll be enough motivation to keep you going. Ever done a long fast before? Let me know down in the comments how you broke your fast. We're on a journey together, and I'm so glad you're here with me. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit those notification bells so that you get a notification every single time that I create a new video.